All right, we're on the middle of page 8, right? Where it says classwork exercises 1 through 11. This lesson is all about taking measurements and converting them, like inches to feet, feet to inches, yards to feet, feet to miles. Okay, you do that by setting up a ratio. And at that point, once the ratio is set up, I'll show you both ways. I'll show it to you using TRF, and I'll show it to you using a tape diagram. You pick what works best for you. So in our first exercise, they're asking us to take 12 feet and convert that 12 feet to inches. Now, without even looking on your chart, do you know how many feet or how many inches are in a foot? You don't have to know this, nor do you have to memorize these reference tables, but I bet you know how many inches are in a foot. Nick? No. Right, so the conversion that we need, and it's a unit rate, is 1 foot, it's coming, equals how many, Nick? 12 inches. So we're always going to start with that. Now, whether this means to look onto your reference table or not, you'll see when you get to some of these, like when you do cups to pints or pints to gallons, you may not know that in your head. But everything is on that chart. You just got to look and find it, and then that conversion for that 1, because one of them is always going to be a 1, is going to be here. Okay, we now have, what is this? This 1 to 12 is what? It's not an equation. It's a 1, I just said it, 1 to 12 is it is a ratio. For every foot, 12 inches. So I'm going to set it up first as a TRF, but then I'll show it to you as a tape diagram as well. As you recall, we're comparing what items, what things? Feet to inches. So that becomes my template. Jen, what's my given ratio? Look here. That's my given ratio. How many feet to how many inches? What? 1 foot, 12 inches. I haven't even looked at this yet. I'm not even going to look at this yet. All I'm doing is taking my feet to inches ratio and putting it in my template. Yes. Okay. Do you want it? Do you need one? Pencil? Okay, go grab it. Okay. Equals. Now I'm going to look here. What do they give us? What are they asking us to find out? Ryan Wetter, what do they give us?
They give us 12, and they want us to figure out how many inches are in those.
Okay, so my 12 feet goes where in the template, top or bottom? Right, because feet is established for top. And what I'm trying to find is bottom. Right, you're just right back to 4 corners, which you did back in starting in lesson 8. But show it that you know to multiply times 12. And then you probably could do 12 times 12 in your head. You'll see with all of these, you won't be able to do all of them in your head, but you could do 12 times 12. And then in your answer, you put 144 what, Sebastian? Inches. And you're done. I'll show it to you as a tape diagram in case if you're a more visual person and it's a strategy that can work for you, I'll show it to you. I can even still make a little feet to inches. The given ratio is 1 to 12. Watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to do 2 rows of 6. I actually have 2 rows of 7. I need to erase a set. Not that it matters to do it this way, but I ran out of room. That's a 1 to 12 ratio right now, right? The given ratio, what's the value of each box? Right now, what's the value of each box before I do anything? L, 1. Now they're telling me, oh, 12 feet. So you put 12 in every box. 12 feet. There's 12 feet right there. And then I put in every box. And I still wind up having to do 12 times 12, don't I? get 144. It's a little bit more visual, but I think that, and I could also do it with a ratio table. My given ratio, 1 to 12, I would do 2 to 24, 3 to 36, 4 to 48, 5 to 5 to 5 to 60, 6 to. Very good. 7 to 7 times 12. Oh no. Thank you, 84. 8 2. Thank you, 96. 9 2. She's on fire. 10 2. 11 2. 132. And then 12, the one we want, 12 to 144. It's a longer way around. And by the way, it would also work with a coordinate plane. All you would need is you take your, your 0, 0? You know, you're the corner? You plot one dot, 1 to 12, and then you connect it, okay? And at 12 feet, it will have all the top 144 inches. It'll work, but it's a long way around because you really want to plot all the points and do that? No. Let's do one more with TRF. But again, if you want to do tape or something else, you can. I'll just do one more. The hardest part I find in years past is getting started with this. Kids have a tough time getting started. I don't care about the number 96 right now. All they're asking me to do is yards to feet. Look on your reference table. The first thing you do before you do anything is go to the reference table and find yards to feet. And what is that rate that they give you? Kate. Okay, so 1 foot. What was it? Say it again. 3 yards to 3 yards. Yeah, you have it reversed. All right, 1 yard is 3 feet. Does everybody see it? They break. Where is this? They break up the tables into 3 sections. If you're dealing with length, these are all the things that have to do with length. Then the middle ones are weights, pounds to tons. And then capacity, which is like liquids and stuff, cups, pints, quarts, volume, okay? Okay, so now I've got both the template and the given ratio. So now I construct based on this. I have my ratio, I have my template. Yards over feet. Okay, Shane, what goes here? Right, 1 is for yard. Just make sure that you don't reverse it. I've seen that happen too, where you put the top on the bottom when the bottom should go on the top. Make sure it matches up with your label. 1 yard, well, yards is top and feet is bottom, equals, notice I haven't even looked at this 96 yet, but now I have to. Okay, now I say, oh, what do they give me? They give me what? Christian, what do they give me? Top or bottom? Right, yards is top. And I'm home free. What do I have to multiply by? Yup. That one you can't necessarily do in your head. You have to do it off to the side. What do you get? Connor, what'd you get? Oh, no, try it again. Madison. Yep, it's 288 feet. Okay? So just got to be careful. Some of them, as you get a little bit deeper into this, you'll have to multiply by a decimal, as you'll see. Okay? I believe. Let me check. Yeah, when you get to... when you get to exercise 8, you're dealing with a decimal there, as you'll see. And then 9 is you have to deal with a decimal. And 10 and 11, 8, 9, and 11, you'll see you'll deal with decimals. All right? Any more? Do you want me to do one more, or are you good? I'll do one. I'll tell you what, if you want to group up, group up. If you need to do one more, I'm going to do one more anyway. Good.